Imagine a nuclear disaster worse than Chernobyl, one that actually happened, but was hidden from the world for decades. A radioactive cloud killed in silence. Villages disappeared, and files were sealed as if nothing had ever. At the height of the Cold War, the Soviet Union built entire secret cities that did not exist on any map. One of these cities was Chelyabinsk 40 in the Ural Mountains, and its mission was simple: producing plutonium for nuclear weapons. The Mayak facility was the heart of this project, operating day and night in a frantic arms race with America. But speed came at the cost of total safety negligence. Highly radioactive nuclear waste was being stored underground. And in September 1957, the cooling system in one of these massive storage tanks failed, silently and fatally. No one noticed that the radioactive waste had started boiling, and the pressure was rising to catastrophic levels. While the workers went about their normal lives, a chemical monster was awakening beneath their feet. September 29th, the tank exploded with the force of dozens of tons of dynamite. The 160-ton concrete lid was launched into the air, and millions of radioactive particles were blasted into the sky. A strange cloud covered the entire region, lighting up the sky with unnatural purple and blue colors. The Soviet press stopped mentioning the explosion, convincing terrified residents that it was merely a natural aurora phenomenon. But it was not light. It was deadly radioactive ash, falling like black snow over the surrounding villages. Tens of thousands of villagers breathed in death silently, drank it from the rivers, and knew absolutely nothing. It was a disaster more dangerous than Chernobyl in the speed of its direct spread through the open environment. Days later, army forces arrived without warning. Hundreds of thousands were forced to leave their homes without luggage or explanation. And to ensure no one ever returned, entire villages were burned to the ground. Animals were exterminated, and poisoned crops were buried in massive trenches beneath tons of soil. The Soviet government created a deadly exclusion zone and falsely labeled it a nature reserve to keep everyone away. The files were locked away under intelligence control, and the Kishtim disaster officially became an event that never happened. The irony? American intelligence, the CIA, discovered the disaster through spy aircraft. But America also chose complete silence, fearing public panic against its own nuclear programs. The disaster remained buried beneath Soviet ice for 30 years. Until a Soviet dissident scientist finally dared to expose this nightmare to the world in the late 1970s. It was later revealed that the Soviets had also been dumping nuclear waste directly into nearby Lake Karachay. Lake Karachay became the most polluted place on Earth. Standing on its shore for just 1 hour could be enough to kill you. Generations of villagers paid the price for secrets they never knew, and rare illnesses became known as Mayak syndrome. Today, the Mayak region still suffers in silence. A dead forest and a deep nuclear wound carved into the heart of the Earth. The Kishtim disaster is not just a forgotten accident. It is terrifying proof that fear of the truth can be deadlier than radiation itself. Velmora. Discover the unbelievable.